Well, I think we all know that recycling is the right thing to do for the planet, but apparently there's some confusion ever since Republic Services went to the one bin for all recyclables as opposed to the red, white, and blue bins where we had to sort our own recyclables. Like, why do we have to rinse out containers? And what do we do with those plastic grocery bags? We took a tour of the recycling center and found out there are very good reasons for recycling rules. We think you're going to agree.
It couldn't be much easier. One can holds all recyclables. And since Republic Services implemented this automation method, participation in recycling has increased by 400% here in Southern Nevada. But many of the new recyclers, while good-intentioned, seem a little confused about what can be recycled and what can't.
No chairs. Please, no chairs. No vacuum hoses. No pillows. Certainly no shoes.
Here at the recycling center, where items are sorted, you will find everything from shoes to laundry baskets to mattresses. It's not just that those items are bulky and not recyclable. They can do severe damage to the high-tech machinery and severe harm to those operating it.
Metal, that disc brake, they're trying to grab that disc brake.
Jeremy Walters is the Community Relations Manager for Republic Services Recycling Program. He breaks down exactly what can and cannot be recycled and why. For starters, most people know glass, paper, and cans are perfect recycling candidates. But when it comes to plastic, well, that's where some of the confusion starts.
Plastic is one of the ones where people find some confusion. We try to get people to focus on the characteristic, right? A bottle, a jar, some type of rigid container. The flexible plastics, this is a big common misconception. People think, hey, it's plastic, it goes in the recycle bin, right? But because they're flexible characteristics, they actually have a tendency to wrap and tangle around the sorting equipment, making it inefficient to separate the other material.
All of those thin plastic grocery bags, well, often they can be returned to the grocery store chains. As for rinsing out your recyclables, this is important in order to protect the more fragile recyclables such as paper and cardboard.
If they become soiled with food or liquid, we actually have to throw them away. They cannot be recycled. So it's very important that you practice what we call empty, clean, and dry. So you empty out the Gatorade or soup or your pasta sauce, whatever it may be, and then just gently rinse, just a quick squirt of water in there, shake it up, and then tap out as much liquid as you can.
In this 110,000 square foot complex, 2 million pounds of recycled trash is processed every day. There is a lot of stuff for these hard-working sorters to go through, and quickly. By simply following the rules of what's suitable and what's not, you'll have a hand in helping these workers keep things running smoothly.
Same principle as a grocery bag. It may have copper inside, but this can't go in the recycle bin because it'll actually wrap and tangle around the equipment.
Just that little extra effort from the public makes this overwhelming task of returning recyclables into reusable products makes it a little easier.
Last year, we really started boosting education efforts to teach people what they should recycle, what they shouldn't recycle, and how to recycle. A lot of people have been very receptive to it and happy to get that education because most people want to do it, and they want to do it right.
If you're still confused at all, there's actually a label on the lid to your recycling bin, or you can go to recyclingsimplified.com. By the way, Jeremy said when they used the 3-bin method, it was a lot easier for the sorters at Republic Services, but the participation rate was really low. So, in other words, they're willing to work a little bit harder in order to get more people to participate. And as he said in that story, it's up 400%. Way to go, Las Vegas.